everybody, welcome back. I hope you are having much cooler days now that we're in October. I have been out in my herb garden and I have clipped some rosemary, and I wish you could smell this scent. It's delicious. Well, today we're going to make a simmer pot, so the entire house is going to smell like autumn. And all we need is fruits, herbs, and some spices. So let's get started. I have a pot that is filled with water. I have about maybe 2 or 3 cups in this. I didn't measure it. I just filled it under the sink. But I left room, so I put fruit in it. I'm going to slice the fruit, put it in, and as it boils, it's going to fill the house with this delicious scent. And while the simmering pot's doing its job, filling the house with that beautiful scent, we're going to redecorate the entire house for autumn. So let's start with oranges. I am going to slice this large orange into wedges. I'm not going to juice it. I'm going to allow the boiling water to do that job. Wonderful. Look how delicious. Oh, that's so good. I'm going to keep that slice to eat. You don't have to be exact at all, because all you're doing is using it for its scent. Now, if you have cranberries, you could do that, or you could save the cranberry scent for maybe Christmas. One of the most convenient things about making a simmer pot is you can use whatever you have in your kitchen. If you have outdated spices, this is the time to use those. For instance, I have cinnamon sticks, and they are from last year. So I know that when I begin to cook for the Christmas season, I'm going to want fresh cinnamon sticks. So I'm going to use all of my old cinnamon sticks. I have whole cloves. These are not outdated, but I'm going to use them anyway. Now you can use ground cloves as well, but I had the whole, and I did use ground ginger. I did not have ginger roots, so I'm putting in ground ginger. I have bay leaves. Nothing says home cooking like bay leaves. And what flavor do you use a lot of when you are baking? Vanilla. So I have vanilla extract, and I'm going to add that for that extra layer of scent. Now that we finished our simmering pot and it's filling up the house with this lovely autumn scent, we're going to decorate. And you know, in the center of my kitchen, I have an island. And that island is now decorated for summer because I haven't taken the time to redecorate it. But that's going to change. We're going to decorate today for autumn. So let's get started. Out with summer, in with autumn. Let me know what you think about the island in the kitchen. I think it turned out pretty good. I could have done a bit better, but maybe next year I'll add a few more items. Now, this is a formal dining room, and you can see it's still decorated for summer. So I'm going to lift all of this, take it out, and we're going to start fresh. And by the way, I found one more of my beautiful green plates. I keep searching Google Lens for them, and I ran across a lady, and I believe she lived in Chicago. She had one, and I bought it from her. So I'm always chasing some kind of decorative item, and I sometimes get lucky, sometimes not. I am going to continue using this plateau. I just love it so, and I've had it for so many years. And one day I will tire of it and pass it on. But for now, I'm going to leave it here and use it all I can. I do remove it when we are serving on this table, and it takes up quite a bit of space, but it's so pretty. I wouldn't mind having a silver one. This one is brass, but I'd love to have a silver, and that's just something else on my list. So I am going to use this charger again for this season because I'm going to use a more muted palette, and we'll see if it works. It's difficult because I like things that are more overly decorated. I'm not too much for the minimalist look. I've tried that and it just seems too sparse for me. And we're going to see how this goes. I can always add some more later. So this dinnerware is gold and silver and taupe and white. It's more of a muted tone than I was using earlier. And it's not an expensive dinnerware. I have several sets of dinnerware. Many sets of dinnerware. One day I'll have to give you a tour of all of my dinnerware. This is not expensive. It is Globus. It is called the Etienne, and I'll have to look that up and see if we can find it, see if it's still on the market. But I'm going to make it look a little more decorative by putting it on the chargers with the gold beading. I'm going to place the salad plate on the dinner plates, because if I don't, I just don't know if I can tolerate the simplicity. So we're going to somehow make this work. It does look a bit autumnish with that taupe color. closer so you can see the pattern. How about that? And we're going to place this one right here. So you can see it's much different than it was previously. It was bright, bold greens. Now we're into the more muted beiges and silvers and golds. And let's go on and see what we can do with this. We're going to use a silver champagne bucket. And I have this stem of autumn acorns and pumpkins. And we're going to use that. I have the autumn colors in these berries. So let's try this. Now, I have also bought this Pompeo grass. And it has the taupe and the white. And let's see what we can do with it. If anything, because I may be scavenging all of my decorative items to see if I can add to this. It may not fill the champagne bucket. Let me come around. What do we think? Does it need something else? Because I have Tupperware bins full of autumn decorations. I could add more, but is that creating too much clutter? I'm going to leave it at that for the moment, and let's add some things around it. I have this silver pumpkin that I've had forever, and I'm not sure you can find it anywhere. I bought this from an artisan in my travels, and who has a little tiny shop. So I'm not sure if I can trace that down for you, but if I can, I'll put it in the information box below with everything that I can find. Many of these items I've had for a very long time. This is marble. It is a dove. I love the colors in it. It just screams autumn, so we're going to use that. I may have one more item I want to use. There are a few choices. This, which I think might be too cluttery, so we're going to set it aside for now. And excuse my bare feet. I'm just enjoying the day decorating, and I did not get dressed for the occasion. Here are a few berries. I feel that the edge of the champagne bucket needs to have the plane broken on it. I think it's too straight across, and if we add this, let's see what we can do. Now, you may not be a fan of artificial flowers or berries, but I am away from home so often that many times I have to use artificial flowers or berries because I'm not here to take care of them. However, there are times that I have my orchids. You know, I grow orchids and I use those. And the things I grow, I will use. Some I will buy, but they don't last long enough. If I'm going to put a lot of effort into this and it's going to stay here for a long time, then why not use artificial? But if you're not a fan of artificial, use fresh flowers. Now, if I was having a dinner party, say this evening, I would definitely buy real flowers. I wouldn't use artificial flowers, but this is for just every day, walk through the house, see something pretty that reminds you of autumn. Okay, I think I can live with this. I do wish the berries were not such an eye-popping color, but we're going to go with it this season, and then, of course, it won't be long before I'm decorating for Christmas, and that takes a lot of effort because I tend to decorate every room in the house. And I hope you enjoy following me to see how I do decorate. It's not always perfect. If you're a professional decorator, I welcome your ideas. So put those in the comments. Tell me, no, that doesn't work. What are you thinking? Go get another color. No, I don't like artificial flowers. I suggest you use maybe live plants. I want to read your comments, so leave comments below. I'd like to see your ideas, and you can always DM me pictures of your centerpieces, the way you've decorated your table. I am in in love with embellishing my home, and I do it non-stop. So I would love to hear your comments about some of the ideas I've come up with. Now we're going to go to the sunroom. We have finished the kitchen, we finished the dining room, and now we're going to go into the sunroom. Okay, last room we're going to decorate. This is the sunroom. And you can see I've already removed all of the summer flowers. I had an orchid here that I had been growing, and I went ahead and took it out because it just did not say autumn to me. And I replaced it with these, I want to say they're quail. I believe they're quail. I replaced that and put a more muted book there. We're adding the green velvet pumpkins, and I have more pumpkins. And the reason I want to use these is because they coordinate with the quail. And if that's not a quail, let me know, I'm not sure. But I'm afraid I'm going to get too many pumpkins going here. Now these I've had forever and ever, and I did notice they have these at, I believe it was Hobby Lobby last year, so they may still have some. They weren't quite this color and design, but they were very, very similar. And I think I've had these 15 years, and I tend to bring them out because I just love this color. A celadon green is what I call it. And so the celadon works with the quail. I don't know, is that too many pumpkins? Maybe 2 pumpkins. Not every pumpkin. Let's put this largest one here, and rose here, and we'll put that one here, and we have maybe those to the outside corner because you don't want to have everything too balanced. I believe it looks better if it's unbalanced. And in 3s. So I have 2 and 2 and 3, and then I have 3 of these. I have 2 and 2, and then 3. I don't know what I want to do. Now, I've told you before what I generally do. Well, I'll decorate, and then I walk through 100 times before I even take them down for the next season, and I'm constantly rearranging things. So that's what I have for now. Let me stand back and look at this. I am leaning toward not using this because I think it's too much clutter. And maybe put this one here. Like that. That one here. The scale is what I'm looking on. I want it larger, but that's as good as it's going to get, I think. And like I said, leave comments if you have any ideas because I would love to hear them. And we are through decorating for autumn. I'm not going to decorate anymore this year. I think this is enough. We've been busy. And before I know it, I'm going to be taking all of this down and we're going to start for Christmas. So I hope you've enjoyed decorating my house with me and making a simmer pot. And I can smell that cinnamon in the simmer pot all the way in here. And I don't know how many feet away. It's several rooms away. But when the central unit comes on, it just pulls that scent through the house and it's just lovely. You are going to enjoy making that. That's something that I do several seasons. I always do it at Christmas, and now I think I'm going to begin doing it every autumn, just to get in that spirit. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have, leave me a comment and let me know, because that's one of the only ways I know, other than giving it a thumbs up, that you like this type of video. And don't forget, if you're not a subscriber, I would absolutely love to have you as a subscriber. And you can always follow me on Instagram. Bye.